No, not really. Hey there, everyone. This is Slapbrick. Going back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 2, Untold. Or, it doesn't matter. Today we're going to begin exploration of the third stratum. Finally! Not unless the bar has any more sidetracky type of quest ready for us, so I'm going to check that first. Alright, let's enter in the third stratum and get started on exploring that. Start smacking some new mobs in the face and getting more experience so that we can get closer and closer to actually defeating somebody important. Now, I already explored the right portion to get access to the third stratum. Chop point, I just figured it was safe to do so because, you know, it's right here next to the entrance. But now, we get to explore Winter White Wonderland for reals, and it's going to be quite interesting, because the mixture of white and blue just kind of blend in with the bottom screen, so it's actually kind of nice, I think, from a visual standpoint. I also really love this place. It's the reason I turned the arranged music on. It's because it's so pretty. It's such a pretty song. Such a pretty song. Alright, first enemy set of the day. 2 snowmen. Raise your hand if you knew this was coming. Probably did. They're weak to fire. That's no mystery. Gandra's sticking with swords just a little bit longer. She's going to eventually rest that off and start doing something else. I forgot that my nerves at the... it doesn't matter, we're using Hypno anyway. Actually, may as well try new strats and have everyone else smack the other one. So new strats are sleep plus Soul Liberator should kill something. Should being the operative word. So like, yeah, it falls asleep and then Teto liberates it and it dies. That's the idea anyway. So a lot of enemies are vulnerable to that. A lot of the basic enemies do not resist sleep. So it's very easy to have the sleep arrow plus Soul Liberator combo instantly give one of the enemies. And we'll especially be using it on stronger enemies, as sleep itself compounds the damage done, as well as the fact that Soul Liberator gets its damage pumped by like 3.5 times when it's hitting an ailed enemy. It's amazing. Either way, let's just kind of cruise our way through this wintry wonderland maze. Not quite sure where it's gonna lead us, but we got a rare breed fishman, so okay. Do I want to try to get level 20 Warcry? I really want to try to get level 20 Warcry. Yeah, my Warcry is maxed out, so if I use Warcry, there's a chance I get a level 20 Warcry. That's too tempting to pass up, even though the Forest Dragonfly is not going to let me have it, knowing him. We'll try Sleep Combo over here, Vital Hit the fish, and then we'll also throw up the Shelter Song. So let's try that. So he's gonna Glow, attack, Sadness, doesn't really do that much. Thank God that didn't land. Now it's dead. Okay, we got the Warcry Grimoire. Let's see if I got a perfect or not. This guy's going to just hit somebody then, or just leave. Okay, it's fine, he can leave. Got a Severed Wing. Risk Perception level 8 and Warcry level 3. This is so ass backwards that you don't need me to tell you how ass backwards it is. Anyways, that beats out my levels, my other Grimoire for Risk Perception, so I'm going to go back and equip it. Because stopping blindsides is that important to me. Up to, but this one's even higher level, so level 18 is like a 92% chance or something like that to stop a blindside, which is pretty much what Snake Eyes level of what Persona Q did. So that's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do shopping and stuff. Epsilon Axe, Dragonfly Bow, Red Helmet. So, we got this bow. I want to say I got it from... So I killed it through Soul Liberation while it was asleep. I don't know how this ties to the Dragonfly Bow at all, but hey, if it's gonna give it to me, am I really gonna complain when the attack boost is that big? Like, am I? Am I really? No, I'm not gonna complain. When the truth... let's try to get another Severed Wing while we're out there, because that bow is pretty nice. Alright, let me see what was over here real quick. Okay, this led nowhere. Cool. So let's go back over here and continue exploring new turf. Now that we're done dwelling in the beginning of the area. Alright, we got a door over here. Doors usually signify ways of progress, but I'm willing to suspend that this is a 3x3 room. Kind of a 3x3 room, almost, John. You almost got this as a 3x3 room. This actually heavily reminds me of the second stratum. I'll talk about it after the fight. Alright, this little portion right here of this map reminds me exactly of Etrian Odyssey 3's 5th floor, and remember, Etrian Odyssey 3 only has 4 floors per stratum, so it's the first floor of the second stratum, has an exit just... Damn it, it's a 3x3 room. Damn it, I backfired. Damn it. Alright, okay. I'm AFK. See you guys. Alright, yeah, it is an empty 3x3 room. For some reason I thought it clipped off to the upper left, but it was just an illusion. The snow likes to create these illusions. So I was reminded of an EO3, but it had nothing to do with it. Turns out just another empty 3x3 room, as I initially suspected it to be. Fish. More fish. Well, this isn't going to help me get more of that severed wing that I got earlier. Not unless... no, yeah, that's what I thought. And the rare breed ran away, so we still don't have data for it. That said, though, we're just going to swing attacks at these things until they give me something. So we'll try that. Dead. Dead. I had no reason to vital hit that guy. So that was just blatant overkill is what that was. Got fish head. Got an events. Hey, you know what? The other area didn't have events. Events are fun. Okay. Living stone, pillar of ice, top of... Reach out and grab it. Adelaria. Cool. But, oh, okay, no catch. You just get free Adelaria. Cool. Alright, I'll take it. It's nice. I appreciate it. Nothing else to it. Cool. Alright. Nice. Can I keep using... Yeah, okay, we'll just stop there. Got a little bit of zigzag going on. Still in zigzag motion. Shortcut? Okay, so the shortcut here is a little bit... It's looking for green in the maze of white. So you look, if you look on the left and right walls, basically what you're looking for is a green patch. And that's how you can tell where the shortcuts are. There's another one, like, around the corner somewhere. So, just keep an eye out for them. It's a little bit hard, but, yeah, no, not that, not really. You're looking for green in a place that usually doesn't have green. So they're pretty easy to spot with some training. Please stop this, thank you. That was about to be nasty, is what that was. Is Severed Wing really kill with sleep? Or is it kill with physical? I honestly don't know. We killed it with Soul Liberator when it was asleep. So I know that must work in some capacity. How do I want to do this? We'll just try spreading sleep around, vital hit the guy on the right, and Shelter Song. Ouch. 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 Okay, these guys are still around, and that's really, really concerning. Alright, not only that, but they're fast, which isn't helping. We'll use steady hands here, because it's a clean time to use it. Okay, more people getting smacked down. One down. Another down. Alright, let's go again. That's a pretty annoying fight. I got another severed wing though. I'm not quite sure how I'm getting this. Thanks for the level 8 grimoire that I can use for trading with the game. That's pretty nice of you. Is it just kill with physical? I'm usually skeptical of it being something that simple. But it could be that simple, so... I'm not sure anymore. The game is, it's confused me. I'm not sure how to get the severed wing. I can't tell you what the conditional is because I can't quite be sure it myself what the conditional is. It might be slash damage. I don't know. The only thing consistent I've done so far is kill things with slash damage, so... There's a shortcut here. No. I missaw. Okay, fine. As we proceed, Gander raises warning. Expect nothing else of our leader. Oh, look, a wolf. That might be a pretty important thing. Yeah, and we couldn't... If you have the sight skill, you can see these guys. Alright, so it's not looking our direction, but you can't really see... they don't always face the same direction either. They occasionally move. So, like, now it's on alert, but it moved from looking that way to looking south. And does it sound simple enough? Yeah, it should be simple enough. And then they disappear again, so they're kind of stealthy. And here's what happens when you get spotted by one. Alright, let's see here. We got a few directions we can go. Alright, so their deal is that they'll chase you for a little bit, but they're not going to chase you forever. That's just boring, right? Alright, and they move, like, after every 3 moves, they'll move clockwise, I guess, in this case. And I don't remember if all of them are clockwise. It might be that they're all clockwise. I mean, we'll never know. Alright, which way are you facing, bud? Okay. Now, if I move here, does he spot me? Probably. Yep. Alright, so they have peripheral vision. That's kind of cool to know. But we've kind of already gotten out of the way of the foe, so it's no big deal. He'll stop chasing us about now. Yeah, as I said. Just pay attention. You'll be fine among the wolves. Alright, use your foe symbols also. Because they go into stealth mode, it's nice to remember exactly where they are, so you can be more cautious when you're around them. That's why you have this stupid symbol. If you have a sight skill, you can also use that to spot them, I'm pretty sure. If I remember right, the alchemists have a sight skill, like sight formula, and the survivalists have this owl eye. If you ever wondered what owl eye was useful for, it's that high-level owl eyes are actually kind of cool later on for helping you understand how foes move around, because it can show you FOEs that are in walls. At least I remember it showing FOEs in walls. I hope I'm not wrong about that. Alright. I spotted that. I'm a pro. Alright. So, liberate, vital, warrior, sleep. Let's try that out. Alright, we got some level 35s going on about. Seems like I missed the party. Tornado, I could get Tornado 9, but I'm going to continue working towards triple charge, even though I'm about to rest her off. Okay. Salve 2 to 1, I can finally ditch the Salve Grimoire. That's pretty nice, actually. Life Ensemble to 1, it's nice. Really nice. And get Disabling, no, I'm getting Sleep to 3, because I want Sleep to 5 sooner or later. Well, sooner rather than later. Having higher level sleep is going to help me combo enemies out of existence, which is why I need it to at least level 5, and then we're going to try to get it to 10. Maybe not sleep, but we're going to start working on the status arrows more now. Maybe even stop for a bit to get some curb attack up. Okay, right now it's facing down, then it'll move left, then it'll look up. Okay, so we need to be careful here. So we're going to hang out over here. Okay, now they're all looking right. Now it's looking down. It can't look directly next to it, but it does have some form of peripheral vision. Alright, and their vision is kind of short-sighted, so you can miraculously avoid them. Oh. See, peripheral vision thing I was talking about. Kind of important. Okay, now they're out of sync with each other, so... Alright, once they get out of sync, it's a little bit impossible to correctly avoid them, so... I'll head back and reset the puzzle. You can easily reset the puzzle simply by going back to the geomagnetic field. Okay, I got 2 new maces, not just 1. Alright, so first things first... More dragonfly bows, because those things are pretty nice. And then I got 2 new staffs. One is a TP up, and one is a they're both TP ups, but one has vitality attached to it. So this gives 72 attack, this gives 63, this gives TP... This gives more TP, but it doesn't give tech at all. It gives vitality plus 3. The key here is that vitality and tech are weighed the same when it concerns vital hits. So, in my opinion, vitality is a lot better than tech if you're using that. The only time tech matters more is if you want more healing numbers, but believe me, the medic's healing numbers are big enough already. You don't need assistance with it. So, there, that's all you need to know about that. And Rip Crimson Staff, nice knowing you. Okay, they're about to look right. Then down. Alright, now I'll make a break for it. Left. I thought the FOE there could actually see me, so that's why I was rated like, isn't this impossible? No, it's that there's a wall there. Okay. Oh, I should have just bum rushed it. Yeah, I can still bum rush it, so... We're okay. Alright, so you can kind of see that. There's this door here, and then it must also continue on the north. So let's just hop in here. This is a dead end for sure. Yep. 100%. Looking to the left, they're gonna look up now, then they're gonna look to the right. Where is my exit? Oh, there it is. It just so happens to be in the direction they're about to look next. No pressure. Alright. I don't think you can break this puzzle nearly as hard as the others. Alright, so it's looking left now. Up. And then it's going to be right. Damn. Then down. I break for it now, I think. Bison. Oh, bisons. We're gonna try confusion, because if we don't get the confusion, then we're pretty boned. We'll also try sleep arrow, but we're trying to disable it's my point. Blind is fine. Okay, that worked. That's good. And it one-hit kill. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, game. Just get her back online before we kill the guy. That's what nectars are for, after all. Tattoo to 35, we gotta fire up 2 with Blind Arrow, which doesn't do anything really at all, but we'll take it. Them going like, who got the level up again? And it's like, oh yeah, that's right, Teto. I'm gonna do some curb attack work before we continue Soul Liberator. It's kind of okay to have Soul Liberator at lower levels about now, because the normal enemies don't require high levels for them to get assassinated with it. So curb attack up is nice. We're gonna get curb attack, I think, to 4 or 5 before we continue Soul Liberator. Just to kind of balance it out a little bit. We don't need, like, all the Soul Liberator immediately. Up. Alright. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. We're gonna get chased, but nailed it. And then... down, down. There's a door, and then, yeah. The wolves don't chase forever. They're kinda smart. As we march through the rooms infested with wolves, we are suddenly met with ice instead. Woo. Everywhere we look, there's ice! Yeah. Okay. You extend one to the... Well, I'm glad you didn't automatically move for me, game, because there is more effective routes through this place. Okay, so take out your blue paint. Actually, I think the game will actually automatically mark it as this gray, but I think the gray is ugly. So I'm going to use blue instead. Okay. May present a problem. Step onto the ice, lose control of your momentum until you run into something. A certain amount of trial and error will be necessary to figure out the path to advance. Think carefully. Alright, so I like using blue to represent the ice instead of this dull gray that they give you, because the gray blends in too much with the maps and it's a little bit hard to tell what can be ice at times. That, and I already have gray reserved for pits in the Gunna Gap, so that too. We have a little crevice here, which is why I came this way. Small gathering of snowmen. It's hard to tell. It seems at least 10. We have a chance for a strike, though it's also an opportunity to leave quietly. Yep. Okay, the monster's behavior changes. We are fighting that thing. Oh, this event. Alright, so this is an enemy we'll fight later. It's also weak to fire, as you may imagine. So we're going to set up on it as though that was not so. Mostly because we get a free preemptive on it. We'll try blind. Oh, that was sleep. Oops. I meant to use blind. Alright, it has a lot of health, by the way. So we're gonna have to try to disable it, otherwise it's gonna start rolling us over. And that's no good, by the way. Blind, please. No blind. Confusion! Alright, we good. We basically won now. We'll just liberate its face and that should kill it. I don't need to use Vital Hit. Everyone else can kind of take a break and we'll let Teto kill it. Alright, and that's how you beat a big snow monster. Unfortunately, we didn't get its drops or anything. Getting its drop this early is actually really nice, but sometimes you don't get it. But we do get 5 white gems as a reward, so that's neat. That's a neat event. I like doing that one. Because it plays on what you expect enemies to do. You don't expect them to quiver in fear when you brave them. You expect them to be like ready for you for some reason. So when they panic, it's like, yes, enemies do behave differently. Of course, not all enemies are like that. So, like, some enemies are going to be cruel, heartless bastards, regardless if you brave them or if you try to run away from them. So, you know, all monsters are built differently. Make a habit of only marking the ice you've actually slid on. That way, when you land on an island, you don't get surprised. Because sometimes the islands are hard to see. So, for example, there's an island right here. And it's nice to kind of know where they are, because now we can slide down here and get a treasure box. Which has an Amrita in it, which is pretty handy. Then you just turn around and come back the way you came. And then from here you can also go northward. And that'll get you kind of close to the stairs, but it doesn't quite do it. So clearly we are not done sliding around just yet. That's okay. We can keep sliding around and we'll get it down eventually. That's the entire point of the ice puzzles. They're not meant to be intimidating or hard. You can usually figure them out with trial and error. It's just meant to get you to experiment with how to move, and now we just move up when we're done. But there is a shortcut we need to unlock before we trigger the stairs. Don't get me wrong, we can actually go up the stairs and that'll be fine. We already accepted the Snow Blossoms quest after all, but remember to come over here and unlock the shortcut over here first, because it kind of makes getting to the floor easier. I say, but the floor jump also makes it trivial to get back, so you know, whatever you want to do. And the map looks something like this, I want to say. Anyways, to get back up there, all you have to do is, this. And then it's a straight shot to the stairs. I'm going to slide down here real quick just to make absolutely sure there's nothing of interest here. Yep, this is just one giant slide. And that is an ice tile. Alright, and that unlocks the floor jump, and we're done for the day. Yep, that's a solid 30-minute recording right there. Third stratum, as we move into the ice cap forest, someone calls to us. Probably a guard. Okay. Yes, we are in search of the snow blooms. That will be next time's video, basically. This is just to get us introduced to the snowy place. We are minister's orders snow blooms, but conditions are worse than we imagined. Ice is just tricky, and we can't find the flowers. Staying out of trouble, only searching in the day, but that's not enough. And that's your hint that you have to do this at night. Alright, and then they just dump responsibility on us, which is fine. They're allowed to do that. This place has quite the history. Malice amidst the field of white. Alright. And that's it, we're out of here. Anything else I wanted to do today? No? Alright. So hey there everyone, this has been Logic as always, and thanks for watching. Next time we'll continue, we'll look for snow blossoms. I'll see you guys then, bye-bye.